I am recording. All right, so this clip I'm about to show was sent to me by one of my Instagram friends, Fresh and Fit, giving his opinion on black women. And so when my friend sent me this, I kind of looked at it and I didn't become offended. First of all, I'm going to say the person who sent it to me is not black. He is of Middle Eastern descent. I think he's Pakistani to be exact. And so he was like, what do I think of this? And I kind of told him, like, in so many words, I didn't agree with what Fresh was saying. And then he pointed out in the comments that many people did agree with what Fresh was saying, and a lot of people who agree with what Fresh was saying were black people. So let me go ahead and tee that up real quick. I can here.
Where do you rank black women in terms of attractiveness?
All the way at the bottom. The average black woman's 187 pounds, loud, obnoxious, rude, fake hair. They can't control their emotions. They get angry. Black women don't have a general respect for masculinity because a lot of them grow up in fatherless households. They grow up being told, oh, your daddy ain't shit. By the time she comes to you, she doesn't really have an appreciation or respect for masculinity and, most importantly, your authority.
Where do you rank black women in?
All right. So kind of my thoughts on this and what I had shared with my friend is that you can look at any race and they got ugly women, loud women, obnoxious women, women that you don't find attractive for a number of different reasons. So to me, it's kind of strange. Like, why would you pick the bottom of the barrel and try to use that as a representative of the whole group? And that's when he pointed out, like, well, it seems like the people in the comments agree with him. And so my response to that is, I really believe you can tell a lot about people based on what they say without them even really exposing too much about themselves. So for instance, I have a friend, I know a guy, he once told me that he thinks the Cheesecake Factory is an expensive, fancy restaurant. So just by him saying that, what was I able to take away from that? I was able to take away from that he lives right here in Vegas and is some of the top restaurants in the world that are very expensive and very quote unquote fancy. And if you think Cheesecake Factory is one of those, that tells me you haven't been to some of these other places, right? So I was able to perceive just based on his perception of things, like his level of access. Same thing here. If you don't have access, to me, I think the most beautiful women I've ever seen on this planet are black women, followed by Asian women. Are all black women beautiful? No. Are all Asian women beautiful? No. But in terms of the most beautiful ones that I've seen are black and then Asian, right? Are there some white women that are beautiful? Of course. Are there some Latino women? Like you can go down the list. Is beautiful women, is ugly women in every group. But in terms of my own personal preference, the best looking women I've seen are black women. Okay. So if you think this about black women, that tells me you don't have access to the black women that look good, because we know that all black women are not ugly. We know that all black women are not wearing fake hair. We know that all black women are not rude and have these bad attitudes and not feminine and all this stuff. Now, that's the first thing I want to say. So again, like it's just kind of really demonstrating that this guy, Fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast, and the people in the comments is telling me they haven't really been exposed to, or they don't have access to, the black women who are good looking and feminine. So that's my first thing that came to this, that came to mind when I watched this. The second thing that came to mind when I watched this is, shout out to and rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was a person who would also call out certain elements of the black women that he thought that there's room for improvement, right? And so when I look at people criticizing people, I look at, like, where is it coming from, right? So in the case of Kevin Samuels, I looked at it as like, hey, I'm one of you, you're one of me. I want us to do better. So I'm going to give you criticism the same way like a coach would, to try to tighten you up to make you get better. So I'm okay with that type of criticism of black women. What I'm not okay with is a person that doesn't seem like they're coming from a good place, doesn't really seem like they even fuck with black people to begin with, always have something negative to say from black people from the perspective of, like, you guys, not like, hey, I'm one of you and I want us to do better. It's more like you guys. And so when I see him in front of this non-black person saying this, it's kind of like I don't get the vibe like, okay, I'm one of the community and I'm saying this to try to enhance and improve us. I get like, he's like, you know what? I'm sick of these people that I might happen to look like, I might have similar skin, but I'm nothing like these people. That's the kind of energy that I get. So when I see stuff like this, again, I'm dealing with a person that doesn't have access to the best, and I'm dealing with a person that doesn't really fuck with us. So that was kind of my honest opinion on this.